Lesson 2, Loops and Conditional Statements. Hello, and welcome to Episode 2 of Code Brothers Visual C++ tutorial series. In this video, we are going to cover loops and conditional statements. We are going to start with the application from Episode 1, which adds two numbers together. Most of the time, we are going to want to add more than two numbers together, but we can't just make thousands of variables and hope the user never needs more than what we write. To do this easily, we can use a loop. There are three kinds of loops in C++: the while loop, the do-while loop, and the for loop. Every loop has a code block and a conditional statement that exits the block. The for loop also has an initializer statement and an iterator statement. The while loop only executes the code inside if its condition is true. A do-while loop will execute the code once and only continue if its condition is true. A for loop is a while loop with the built-in functionality of the iterator statement and initialization statement. Conditional statements, also known as Boolean equations, have a few operators we use: equality, inequality, greater than less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. We also have a couple Boolean operators we can use: double pipe for or, and double ampersand for and. Placing the or operator between two conditional statements means that if either of those conditional statements are true, then the or statement will also be true. If instead we put the and operator between two conditional statements, then if either of those statements are false, then the and operator will also be false. Note that the equality operator is two equal signs. The single equal sign is called the assignment operator. Using the assignment operator in a conditional statement is the source of many errors early on in programming. We will change our variables from 1 and 2 to input and sum. Then we can use a while loop to keep adding to sum until the user inputs a 0. We type while, and in parentheses, the conditional statement input does not equal 0. Then in the body, we type sum equals sum plus input. We also want to prompt the user to know what they are doing and to see the progress of sum. So we will use our handy standard cout to display some prompting, text, and sum. If we add 5 and 5, we get 5 and then 10. If we add two more 5s, we get 15 and 20. If we add 4 10s, we get 30, 40, 50, and 60. Notice that the code executes for every item we input. This output may be undesirable, but for this application, it is acceptable. You will notice our code exits after the sum. We will want our program to keep running until the user is done adding numbers together. To do this, we create another loop, and inside we create a menu that keeps the program open until the user inputs a value to exit. So, we create a menu using cout, and we use input to capture the menu input. Now, what if we want to add multiplication and division to make a calculator program? We extend our menu to include a multiplication and division option. Now we can use the if statement to create conditional output. If input equals 1, we add. If input equals 2, we subtract. If input equals 3, we multiply. And if input equals 4, we divide. We make a while loop for each if statement. Our code is getting a little large. We will fix that in the next episode when we cover functions and variables. We again use 0 as the exit condition, as dividing by 0 is undefined and multiplying anything by 0 is 0. C++ can do division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, and modulus. C++ arithmetic follows the order of operation. Division and multiplication happen before addition and subtraction. Anything in parentheses is done first. That concludes this tutorial. We learned about loops and if statements. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below this video. The source code will be provided in the description of this video. Make sure to check out the extras video for this episode. In our next video, we are going to cover functions and the built-in variable types.